I'm here with Lillian Gonzalez, and she is 90 years old. She's been giving Bible studies since she was 18 years old. She started by giving Bible studies to primary kids in a little shack of a church in Ciudad Monte, Mexico, but all through the years she's had hundreds and hundreds of people make decisions for the Lord. But Lillian, there's a unique one where you had somebody refer you to a relative or somebody, and tell us what happened with all of that.
Okay, the story begins when I was in Houston. Brother Torres and his wife Alejandrina gave me the reference to her sister who lived in San Benito. So I visited people. I think the first time I got to the wrong place, and then finally she guided me to what the person I was looking for. So I knocked at the door, and so she said, yes. I said, I'm Lillian Gonzalez, and I'm looking for this person. She said, well, that's me. And so I told her, I'm here because I give Bible studies. And they told me that maybe you could accept Bible studies. She said, well, no, she said, I don't, because I've been 10 years, I'm a Christian, and I think I know sufficient about the Bible. I said, but have you ever studied Revelation with Daniel? She said, no. Well, this is what I'm here for. I want to offer you these Bible studies. Well, she said, okay, but I told her one condition. It's not only going to be me and you. I need for you to get more people, your relatives, your friends, your neighbors, whoever. But it's a class. Okay, I will do that. Well, surely she brought her nephew from Padre Island, and her sister-in-law from San Benito, her niece from San Benito, and what's the other one? Oh, her sister who was living with her, and her daughters. So that was a group, and we began to study the Revelation. And thank God they made the decision, but we didn't have a church. So I went to the English church, and they allowed us to be there, but we couldn't grow because we had the same activities. So we all opted to rent a Christian church who goes to the church on Sunday, and we will use the church on Saturday. So I always begin looking people in the neighborhood and to give Bible studies. But we were then praying to God to help us to find more people. So we was visiting a neighborhood that was trailers, and there was a guy coming out. So he saw us we knocked at the door looking for a lady. She wasn't home, so we was going back. And so are you all Christians? I said, yes. He said, what church do you go to? I said, Seventh-day Adventist. He said, I never heard about it. I said, yes, there's one in English church on Sam Houston Street. Oh, I said, but we're trying to see, can we build a Spanish church? Oh, he said, well, I'll send you a lot. I have a place where you can. But story short, we talked to the pastor. So he bought the place, and something I do. Sometimes I ask people for money, but always for something for good. So I talked to several people to give me money, but one to give me a lot of money was Dr. Americo Vaca. I think he gave up so many $1,000s for the building of the church. Now we have a church there with probably about 50 members, still working to see if they grow, because my major desire is that it be organized as church. It's a company right now. But I thank God that He gave me the blessing of being in beginning of church. I was at the beginning of Houston Spanish. Now I think it's 37 Spanish churches in Houston. But that was the beginning, and I was there in the 60s. And so I was in Monte at the beginning also. But now the Lord allowed me, blessed me, in other words, blessed me with this group that we started, and it says the church. Thank God for everything.
Amen. Amen.